All right, Josie. This is part 2 of your interview. We are going to ask some more questions. You ready to answer some questions?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. We'll do the moral questions last, but these are some questions more questions I wanted to ask, okay? When you're upset, how do you express your feelings?
When I'm upset, I usually don't talk, and when I'm not talking, I'm either like in a really bad mood, and people realize that, or I'm really tired, and usually when I'm tired, I speak more when I'm tired than when I'm angry, so people usually can tell when I'm angry.
Okay. What do you do when you're sad?
When I'm sad, I usually I'll watch my favorite shows on TV, and I'll sit under my blanket with the lights off.
You get sad often?
Not often.
Well, how do people know that when you're happy?
When I'm happy, I have the lights on. I don't have a blanket. I watch shows that my sister likes. I'm nicer, and I'm just more talkative.
How do you get along with your mom?
Me and my mom get along very well.
How about your dad?
Me and my dad get along great.
What about your sister?
Me and my sister, we get into more arguments.
What do y'all argue about?
Like what clothes that we're gonna wear, because we wear the same jeans and we wear like the same dressy clothes.
But you don't wear the same shirts?
Sometimes.
Oh, okay. So like church clothes and stuff?
Like church clothes.
What do you do for fun when you're not playing sports?
For fun, when I'm not playing sports, I'll either walk around the neighborhood to my friend's house, or I'll ride the golf cart.
Ride the golf cart? What do you do with the golf cart? Like, where do you ride it to?
I ride it to my friend's house and all over the neighborhood.
Oh, okay. So you don't live like right off the road like Bridget does. You live in a neighborhood.
Yeah, but it's right there off the road.
Oh, okay. Tell me about your best friend.
My best friend's name is Sarah Jordan, and we've been friends since the first grade.
Uh-huh.
She was my first friend my first friend in first grade, and she was friends with some of my other friends in first grade. She's in my class this year, and me and her, when the high school was dressing up for like red the drug-free thing, we were gonna do twin day because they did it at the high school, and we were gonna do it, but then we forgot our clothes.
Oh my goodness. What did she live by you or ever come by your house?
No, ma'am. She lives in Demopolis, and I live in Lincoln.
Oh, okay. You said you go with your dad, was it every other weekend?
Every other weekend.
What do y'all do when you're with your dad?
Well, I also go with them on Wednesdays, and on Wednesdays we go to my cousins and we go to church. And on the weekends we're with my grandmother and with my cousins, and that's why I'm so close to my cousins.
Ah. Does your cousins live with your grandmother?
My cousins live. We live with my grandmother, and you go through a pasture, and then there's trees and a lime rock thing, and then there's another pasture, but the pastures are connected, and then you go through the fence and you're at their house.
Oh, okay. What's your favorite thing to do with your dad? I think you told me that, but I don't remember.
My favorite thing to do with my dad is go hunting.
Hunting. Well, what do y'all do when it's not hunting season?
When it's not hunting season,
Uh-huh.
he lets me ride around in the pasture, or drive around in the pasture in the Xterra, so I can get better at driving, and we go on the golf cart on the Lime Rock.
Oh, okay. What do you do with your sister for fun?
Me and my sister, we both we like singing and going. We get like going to places, and we like hunting, and we like riding the golf cart and going to our family members' house together.
What do you like best about your sister?
I like that me and my sister, I like things best about her that I like would be that she likes singing with me and all the things she likes doing with me.
I've heard you're close with your grandma. What's your favorite thing to do with your grandma?
With my grandmother, I like walking the dog, and I like going to town and shopping with her.
She buy you lots of fun stuff?
We play like board games and stuff.
Oh, okay. What's your favorite board game?
Chinese checkers.
Oh, really? I don't know.
My 7-year-old cousin, his birthday was the 12th, his birthday's today, and he got a Chinese checkerboard because last week he got really interested in it.
Oh, cool. Do you ever have friends over? Like, slumber parties or whatever?
I get invited a lot,
Mhm.
and I've had a friend stay over since we moved to Linden. I've had 1 or 2 friends stay over.
Oh, okay. Do you go to church?
Yes, ma'am.
What do you like best about church?
I like my youth minister, and I like Miss Kendra being able to be there, and I like having my friends.
Okay. Are they friends that go to school with you, or are they friends from Linden?
I go to a church in Gallion, and most of them are homeschooled there. So there's one person from here that goes to church there.
Oh, okay, cool. What do you like best about PE?
I like being able to talk with my friends, and I like being able to go play games with them.
Okay. Do you have a particular bedtime you have to have?
I have to go to bed between 8 and 9.
Do you always go to bed between 8 and 9? Or you try to stay up all what, sometimes?
Well, sometimes, like, if somebody has been texting me a lot, I'll answer them, and then I'll tell them that I'm going to bed, and then there's Wednesday nights. I'm usually a little more. I don't go to bed during 8 and 9 if I go eat out with my cousins, like yesterday. I went with my cousins to eat out dinner after church, and then I had to take a bath because I had to wake up at 5 this morning.
Oh my goodness, why so early?
My sister and Anna Kay, she had a friend over. They had to go to the Shakespeare Festival, and they had to be there at 6:30.
Oh my goodness. What's your favorite place to eat?
My favorite place to eat is the Red Barn.
Red Barn? What do you usually order there?
Catfish.
They have good catfish, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite food?
My favorite food is catfish.
What's your worst habit?
My worst habit is biting my fingernails.
And I'm going to ask one last question, and this was going to be a tough one. If you don't want to answer, you don't have to. Are you happier that your parents have divorced?
Not really.
Okay. Those are those questions. Now I got one more set of questions, okay? Okay. Well, where'd you go? There you are. Here, I'm going to read you a story, okay? And then I'm going to ask you some questions. And my class is going to be coming back in a few minutes. We may pause it and come back, okay? Judy was a 12-year-old girl. Her mother promised her that she would go to a special rock concert coming to their town, if she saved up from babysitting and lunch money to buy a ticket for the concert. She managed to save up the $15 the ticket cost plus another $5. But then her mother changed her mind and told Judy that she had to spend the money on new clothes for school. Judy was disappointed and decided to go to the concert anyway. She bought a ticket and told her mother that she had only been able to save $5. That Saturday, she went to the performance and told her mother that she was spending the day with a friend. A week passed without her mother finding out. Then Judy told her sister, her sister Louise. Then she had gone to the performance and lied to her mother about it. Louise wonders whether she should tell her mother what she did. So I'm going to ask you several questions. Should Louise tell the mother that Judy lied?
Yes.
Why?
Because it was wrong to go.
In wondering whether to tell Louise, thinks of the fact that Judy is her sister, does that make a difference?
No.
Why?
Because even though she's your sister, she did the wrong thing, and you should tell.
Does telling have anything to do with being a good daughter?
No.
Is the fact that Judy earned the money herself important in the situation?
No.
Why?
Because her mom told her that she needed to use it for clothes, and her mom might not have the money for clothes.
The mother promised Judy that she could go to the concert if she earned the money. Is the fact that the mother promised the most important thing in the situation?
No.
Why?
Because her mom really might have not had the money to buy those clothes, and Judy had the money and she spent it, but she shouldn't have because her mom told her not to.
Okay. Why, in general, should a promise be kept?
A promise should be kept because that's like lying to somebody.
Okay. Is it important to keep a promise to someone you don't know well and probably won't see again?
No.
Why?
Because, like, if you promise somebody that you would get a tattoo with them and you never see them again, why would you get a tattoo?
True. What do you think the most important thing is a mother should be concerned about in her relationship to her daughter?
Her mother should be most concerned about being able to tell the truth.
In general, what should be the authority of a mother over the daughter?
The authority should be, she should be able to tell the child not to do it and the child not do it.
What do you think is the most important thing a daughter should be concerned with her relationship with her mother?
The most important thing should be is kind of like this. It's the same thing, telling the truth.
Okay.
Let's go, girl. What?
Give me a minute.
Yeah, come back out.
What do you think? Oh. Why is that the most important thing?
Because if you can't tell the truth, as it's like really bad and it'll build up inside you and you'll just end up like it'll all come out at once and that'll be too much.
Is thinking back over the dilemma, what should you say is the most important thing for Louise to do in the situation?
The most important thing for Louise to do is
Tell her mom the truth.
tell.
Do you think the sister will get mad at her?
Yes.
Okay. All right. That's all of our questions, Josie. I really appreciate you doing this interview for me.